Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. I hope everybody's doing well today. So I am very excited to see you all, as always. And let me just start out by reminding you, as I'm working on putting on my chat, that my name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. Does that sound good to you? If so, hit that subscribe button and let's get going. So it's Motivational Monday. So, I'm hearing myself. That's weird. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me okay. I hope the audio is good. Hello, Deborah Harrington. How are you? Um, hey, Kate from Brooklyn, New York. Hello, Jillian. Hello, Darkness Dollhouse. Good morning. And good morning to everybody. So I thought we would. Hello, good morning, Jean Scott. Rock Angelo says good morning. Good morning, Brenda Poindexter. And good morning, Double R. I'm a new subscriber. Happy to have you. Thanks so much for being here. Can you guys you can hear me okay, Deborah? I think you said. I'm pulling up my, I'm popping out my chat so I can better see you, a little better to see you with. Yes, okay. So, Malta's in the house. Hold on a minute. Looking for my little draggy thing. Oh, this is not good. Okay. There it is. Okay, I got it. And Shastina says good morning. Good morning, Shastina. Malta says the session Motivational Live Chat and Coffee Break with Angie and the Tribe has started. If you are experiencing difficulties, we would ask that you refresh or reload. Thank you, Malta. Sasha says it's too early, 7:20 a.m. here. Oh, honey, I'm sorry about that. But I'm glad you're here anyway, Sasha Bittner. All right, let's see here. And Darkness Dollhouse says, thank you for all the amazing work that you do. Thank you so much, and thanks for being here. Good morning, Anonymous. Happy to see you. Malta McMurtry says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Angie. Hey, Malta, our friendly chat moderator, who is amazing and awesome and very, very helpful to me and all of you, I'm sure. Irish Indian. Hey, Irish Indian. Well, thank you. She says, I love that on you. Thank you. Ordered it on the internet. Always fun. Hair Changes Color says, good morning, Angie. Good morning. How are you, honey? Carlita in the house. Hey, Carlita. Carlita cannot hear me. She is one of my co-authors, as is Jillian, for my most recent book. And I'm guessing that Mr. Malta is taking care of Carlita. Avon in the house. Hey, Avon. Welcome back, honey. She says, good morning, Angie and gang. Had an amazing weekend. That is a beautiful thing, my friend. I'm so happy to hear it. Breon says, good morning, everyone. Miss Jillian says she is ready to rock this week with Angie Queen Being Style. Hey, girl. Love it. Love the bees. Totally adorable. She's got little bee emojis. So cute. Malta says audio and video are good at this time. Thank you. Jean says she can't hear. Shastina says she can hear. Oh, my stars. Malta says good morning to Jillian. Irish Indian says, good morning, tribe. Pray for me today. I'll do the same for you. We all have to stay strong. Indeed. Agreed. I almost said agreed because I was going to make up a new word for y'all. Malta says, please refresh or reload for audio and video issues. Angela Scapeland is back. Hey, girl. How you doing? It's been a minute. How you feeling? Piper Lynn Starr, my beautiful sister, says, morning, y'all. Shastina says, it is 7 a.m. for me, too. Well, thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you waking up early for me and for the tribe. Phyllis says, good morning, Angie. Thank you for all your support. My pleasure, Miss Phyllis. Hope you're doing well today. And let's see here. Hair Changes Color said, a weird thing happened. I went to block the narc on Twitter and saw his page. He had written something to me in code. It's CG. It's not too late. You can make this right. CG was my nickname. Crazy girl. Oh, Lord. Piper hears me loud and clear. Kaylin Wilson's in the house. She says, hey, Kaylin, good morning. She says, I'm upset at how things have escalated. He wants me to sign the title to the Jeep to him, pawn my jewelry, and take my puppy, stripping everything. You don't have to do that. You don't have to give him everything. If I remember correctly, he's probably going to sell all that stuff anyway. Like you said, pawn my jewelry. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not for good reasons. If I remember correctly, Kaylin, he's got a little drug issue, right? If that's the case, I would definitely not do that. I would definitely not. Do you want to tell us some more about what's happening? Hair changes color says, I think I should report it because my protective order covers social media, but I'm not named directly in the tweet. Well, it doesn't hurt to, at the very least, take a screenshot and document it. And I think it's not a bad idea to report it. Jillian, you got any thoughts on that? Nadia Saeed. Hey, Nadia. Welcome, welcome. Says, good morning, everybody. How you feeling this week, honey? Did you have a good weekend? Rose changes color. I mean, Rose changes color. Woo! Rose Hargrove. How you doing, honey? Rose Hargrove says, hi, Angie. Weekend was a little tough. My friend or colleague said I need to see how my son sees life. Okay. I guess give me some more information about that, Rose. What do you mean by that? Malta says, Carlita, please refresh. Kate says, if you refresh, you'll see it. Thank you, Kate. How you doing, honey? Kate C in the house. Let's see. Nadia says, love you. Love your adorable top, Angie. Thank you. Thank you. Rose Hargrove says, confusing. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back up and see what she was talking about. Oh, the confusing weekend. Yeah, I can feel you, honey. Scott Johnson says, hi, Angie. You are awesome. Thank you, my friend. How was your weekend? Feeling good today? As I'm headed to yoga, it helps a lot in these rough times. Oh, indeed it does. Body and soul help with yoga. Scott, my weekend was pretty nice. My kids had their swim meet. So those of you who are friends with me on Facebook probably got to see some pictures of that. Their big conference swim meet. So it was an all day kind of deal on Saturday. They had a great time. They got their little trophies, and we had a little pool party afterwards. So that was pretty much my entire Saturday. And Sunday we kind of recovered because it was freaking hot outside. My son Noah is such a little social butterfly. He's he spent the night at a friend's house on Saturday night and another friend's house last night. And a bunch of kids spent the night here Friday night. So he's been busy. It's been fun. Let's see. Piper says to Kaylin, things may be replaced, but never let him take your spirit. Hold on strong to your heart and your stuff. Don't let him bully you. Totally agree, sis. Piper says to Kaylin, I totally agree with that statement, sister. Anonymous says, Angie, I chose this username to be safe from my ex-narcissist who has a background in IT tech and has admitted to me he spies on me using his skills in IT tech. Yeah, Anonymous, I totally feel you. I totally feel you. I'm lucky that my ex-narcissist does not have that. My current husband is an IT tech, though, so luckily he's not one of them. Kate says, good morning, Angie. Thanks for the endless material and support. My pleasure, Kate. She says, believe it or not, I feel like I'm in therapy when I log into your YouTube. Thank you. My pleasure. That's really, coaching is what I provide. And I think it's actually really feasible to coach a group of people this way. And I think it's working for a lot of us. So I'm very happy that we have found this platform to come together on, because I know several of our members who have been here in this chat, tribe members, have, since we've started this live stream session, have been able to leave their narcissists and have been finding happiness and success. And so I think that's the most amazing, beautiful thing. And it's just really all about my kitten's in here destroying stuff. It's really all about being able to connect with other people who understand, and knowing, that you're not crazy, getting validation, all of that stuff. And I personally think it's about understanding the nature of the beast, as it were, in this case, the narcissist. All right, let's see here. Nadia says, I'm struggling to support my daughter, pay for daycare and all bills. I'm scared of how I will survive. Anyone else think he should send money for his daughter, or is it part of narc revenge? Well, he's legally obligated to support his daughter. So make sure that you're working with your attorney on getting him to pay child support. He is legally obligated to pay for her. Jillian may have some other ideas for you as well. I'm not sure, or anybody who's been through this. I got to be really honest with you. My narcissist has never paid for child support willingly. There were a couple of years when my oldest son, who just turned 20 2 days ago, when he was 9, we had, from ages 9 to 11, he was married to a lady who was pretty decent, and I guess she made him get a good job. And he worked at a factory, and during that time I did get child support, which was taken from him by the state. But since then I've never, and before that I never did. So every now and then lately I've been getting like little mini deposits of like, $16 or something. It's kind of silly. I don't know where it's coming from, but I'm guessing he's on some kind of disability now or something. So yeah. Yeah, hair changes color. It was a combo of you and Rose. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Brenda Poindexter says, "Hey Brenda, how you doing, honey?" She says, "Do some narcissists never stop hoovering? I've been doing no contact for a year and he still sends a text every other month." Yeah, some of them will hoover for years. The best thing you can do, Brenda, oh, it's Brenda Pondexter, not Poindexter, my bad. It's Brianda. Girl, I am so sorry. I cannot even see today because my this light's bright. And anyway, sorry. Brianda Pondexter. Okay. No, some narcs do not stop, and especially because you were probably the best source of support he ever had. I'm sure that the narcissist will continue to harass you, but you can always just not respond. I think that's your best option there. Or block him unless you need to speak to him because you have children together or something. Deborah Harrington says, "I'm seeing my ex, but he's talking to someone else." Well, don't see him anymore, sweetie. Why are you seeing him? What do you, I mean, do you want to share your man? I'm just curious. And I'm not trying to be funny or hateful at all, but for me, that would be a deal breaker. There would be no, I don't compete with other women. If my husband, even my current husband of 15 years, if he would choose to go and get close enough to someone else that it would be possible for him to ever want to put me in competition against someone else, I'd be out in a heartbeat. He knows it. It's part of our deal. It's a deal breaker. I would not even consider this. Deborah, you're too good for this. You don't need to share with anybody unless you want to. How do you feel about what's happening? Let me know. Jillian says, "Hello to Malta." Hello to Malta. Let's see here. Hold on, my chat just popped down. Okay. Kaylin Wilson says, "It hurts so much how so many believe his lies that I'm the crazy one. Even the cops are taking his side." Well, did you tell him about his drug use? Because if I remember correctly, Miss Kaylin, you told me that he was a crack addict and that I'm guessing that's probably why he's taking your money and your stuff. Did you tell him about the drug use? If you're not using the drugs, maybe they would even, I don't know if the police would go so far as to drug test him, but I've seen in some cases, custody cases mostly, where the courts might test a person. Jillian, again, is going to have way more information than I would have about that. I'm just only saying what I can think about, what I know, or what I think I remember on that. I didn't have that. It wasn't a necessary thing for me. So, all right, wait a minute. All right, okay. La 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 la. Lost my place. Bear with me. Okay. Jay Yankton 63. Hey Jay Yankton, how you doing? Says, "Good morning, Angie. I love watching your videos. I start my mornings watching you. Love you." Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. Malta says, "Good morning." Sasha Bittner says, document, and if you can give a trusted, oh yes, this is good advice. And if you can give a trusted friend or family member documentation as well. Yeah. So I think the reason for that is because, especially when you're dealing with an IT type person or somebody who's technologically savvy, keeping copies of everything is important. Writing down or typing down what happens, and then sharing that information with someone else that you trust, just in case somehow these things are removed, right? So something to think about. Piper says, "Eat my bubbles." Yeah, that's in in regard to my daughter. She had, at the swim meets, they write on themselves. They put their races on their arms. And anyway, Saturday, she asked me to write "Eat my bubbles" on her back. It was so freaking cute because, it's just it was cute. Anyway, hair changes color says, "Hi, Malta." And Malta says, good morning, hair changes color. Jean Scott in the house. Hey, Jean Scott, how you doing, honey? She says, Angie, you asked me last week if the anger was motivating me. It does the opposite. It destroys everything. I become the monster. It can be uncontrollable unless I cry, then the anger is gone. Okay, Jean. She said, crying was not allowed for me growing up. Been there. Yes. Actually, when I was a kid, crying was the only way that I was not allowed to be angry. I was not allowed to express indignation. And so I did often cry, but I was often sent away for doing that. So, yeah. Jean, I think crying is important. I think maybe the reason that your anger is not motivating you is because it's become toxic to you. Um, and so in that situation, I say if you feel angry, maybe you should pull yourself away and take a moment to cry and then move forward. You've got to see, here's the thing, you've got to feel the emotions. And because you came from a family that didn't allow you to feel those emotions, you're going to struggle with actually knowing how to process them. Okay. So take some time and let yourself cry if you need to cry. You know, you probably have many years of crying built up in you because and it sounds to me like you learned, like I learned to cry instead of be angry. Well, I was angry while I was crying sometimes, but I wasn't allowed to express that. I think in your case, maybe you went the other way. Instead of crying, you got angry in order to avoid crying. So talk to me about that. Tell me, do you think that you need to process those emotions better? Do you find yourself trying to stuff it down and then it kind of pops out and explodes on you? Tell me what you think about that. Um, Jillian says on the, so here we go. Jillian is our attorney friend slash my co-author of my most recent book and one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. And she says on the social media restraining order violation, you have to take into account how you think he'll react. I would do what Angie said and just keep a record of it because you don't want him to know that you saw his page. Good point. Jean Scott says, oh yeah, I got that one already. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Darkness Dollhouse says, I was just thinking the same thing. I so love your polka dot top. Well, thank you. um, Jean Scott even says, crying is really good. I recently did it and found it cathartic. Oh my gosh, yes, it can be incredibly cathartic. Yes. Well, hey, Arlene Robertson, how you doing, honey? Arlene, you just recently friended me on Facebook. Thank you. I'm so excited. Hair Changes Color says to Jillian, he is in the middle of a criminal case for A and B, and it might go against him. Ooh. Um, Elise, hey Elise, welcome back. Elise says, good morning. Jean Scott says, how do I learn to cry, when to cry so I don't blow? Okay, come here, little kitten. um, let's see. So Jean, I think what you need to do is to really make a point of, if you feel the anger coming, I want you to stop and I want you to ask yourself, what is this feeling about? Why am I feeling angry right now? And maybe write down, if you have a journal or even like an app on your phone where you can do some journaling and stuff like that. I think that would be really helpful for you. Yeah, I think another thing that would help is to every day, like when you wake up in the morning and then maybe again at lunchtime and then maybe again at dinner time and then once again at bedtime, I think something that could be really, really useful for you is to do an emotion check. Ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling that way? I think being aware of your emotions is going to be really, really important here for you. And then, intentional vibration management. So where you're focused on what you can control, not what you can't control. If you feel yourself feeling angry or upset about something that you have no control over, I want you to ask yourself, is this really helping me at all? Is it really helping me at all? And a lot of times you're going to find that it doesn't, or that you have no control, and any sort of negative emotions that you might be feeling are going to be are going to be about things that you can't control, in which case you're just hurting yourself for no reason. You feel me? I hope that's a little bit helpful. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Oh, Erica Blaze in the house today. Hey, Erica, we missed you. How you doing? She says, good morning, all. Finally catching a live stream in a few weeks. Yeah, it's been a while, huh? Well, I'm happy you're here, sweetie. Shelly Thomas says, good morning, survivors. Good morning, Shelly. How you doing? Lori Ticka in the house. Hey, Lori. She says, good morning, Angie and all. She says, thank you for this wonderful group and all the encouragement. I am blessed to be part of this group. Well, we are blessed to have you. Thank you so much for being here, Lori. Hair Changes Color says, good morning, Shelly. Now I got to find my thing. Alyssa is here. Hey, Alyssa, how you doing? She says, my narc just found out that I have a friend that he didn't know about, and now he's really upset and jealous. What do I do? Ooh. Well, if you're still with him, which I assume that you are. Oh, Rick, I'm so glad, happy you're here, Rick Mash. How you doing, honey? Alyssa, I think I need to know, is the friend a female friend, a male friend? Is he jealous because it's a male friend? Are you trying to stay with your narcissist? Give me some more information so I can give you a better answer, okay? The best thing you should do is probably gray rock him, but I need some more information so I can give you a more correct answer, okay? Rick Mash says, good morning, guys. Good morning, Rick. I'm really, really happy that you're here. I am. Shelly Thomas says, hey, Elise, Angie, Arlene, Jean, Lori, hair changes color. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Rick, she says. Barry McCoy is here. Hey, Barry, how you doing? McCoy Santiago. He says, hi, Angie. Good morning. Well, good morning, sweetie. How you doing? Deborah Harrington says, me and him got back together, but he won't tell me if he is seeing someone behind my back. What do I do? Do you suspect that he is? Girl, dump him. I'm not trying to be funny. And again, I'm just saying you don't have to share. There are plenty of people in the world. We don't have to share. And if you want a monogamous relationship and he refuses to give you one, walk away. He is not worth your energy, honey. I'm telling you, especially if he's been abusive to you. I mean, I'm not. Does anybody have any advice for our sweet Deborah? I would love to hear what you guys think on this one, because I'm really specific in that I don't want to share my person. And maybe Deborah is in a different place in her mind, but Deborah, I feel like if you are the person who wants a monogamous relationship and you know that he won't tell you if he's seeing someone else behind your back, obviously there's something going on, because if he wasn't seeing anybody else, he would say, no, of course I'm not. I love you. I'm with you. You know, I mean, I don't see why you would even lower yourself to that. I mean, why you would allow him in your life. And I don't mean to be not supportive. I want you to be happy is the thing, Deborah. I want you to find peace and to be loved in the way that you deserve to be loved. Do you feel like this is how you deserve to be loved? Because if you do, honey, you're so wrong. You deserve to be loved and supported and cherished by your person. You shouldn't have to just take whatever you can get, whatever crumbs he's willing to throw your way. All right. This kitten's over here playing with he's silly with his little toys. Okay. All right, let's see here. Elise says, hi, Shelly. Let me scroll on down. All right. Shastina says, Nadia, I never got support. Oh, I think she's talking to Nadia, or she might just mean Nada. Nothing. She never got support. I am struggling too and about to lose everything I have. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's very hard. I know it's hard. Oh, she never got child support is what she's saying. Yeah. Don't say you're about to lose everything you have. Say that a miracle is about to happen and everything's going to be okay. Remember that you're going to focus on what you want and not what you don't want if you're going to be happy. Okay, Shastina? Not Lovely Kid Japan is in the house. Hey, Lovely Kid Japan. She says, hey, beautiful and positive Angie. Good evening from Japan. Well, good morning from the U.S., honey. Nadia Said says, trying to get a lawyer in such a bad situation financially, even though my life is peaceful without him otherwise. That is a difficult thing. Have you talked to Jillian or anyone about finding someone that can help you with that? Let me know. Arlene says, Melina's here, you guys. So my meeting, our thing is, I'm going to have to wrap up in a minute. Arlene says, my ex always worked for cash under the radar. It used to make me so angry. His son was so nice. You know, that's interesting, Arlene, because my ex did a lot of that as well. And that's probably part of the reason I don't get child support, or never did. I mean, he's technically too old for child support now, but it sure would be nice to get the $50-something thousand he owes me, but I'll never see it. It's okay. Arlene says, I already got that one. Deborah Harrington says no, and I can't recall the question that I asked. Okay. Muffy says, good morning to all and a very blessed day. To all as well. I have my coffee. Yum. Please send prayers. Lost a great friend to suicide. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Do narcs bring bad luck or something as well? This is an interesting question that you ask. Do narcs bring bad luck? I think not. First of all, I have my coffee cup, but I've already actually drank my coffee, but I have to go get some more in a minute. I don't think they bring bad luck, but I think that they do bring bad energy, and the bad energy, kind of rubs off on us. And when we're not careful with our vibration management, we can certainly, struggle with that as well. So, all right, Melina's here for our meeting, you guys. So I'm going to have to rush off, but please continue in the chat as usual, and I will take a look at this as soon as my meeting is over. If you have questions, comments, concerns, things you want me to talk about this week, hook it up in the comments here. Otherwise, email me, angieatkinson@gmail.com, and I will be here tomorrow morning and later today with another video. If you want to be notified and you haven't yet done this, text 33222 and text AngieLive, all one word, AngieLive, all one word, to 33222, and I'll text you each time before I go live. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. And hey, thanks for letting me be a part of yours. I hope you know it really does mean a lot to me. I'll see you soon. And just a second, I will be ending this broadcast.